God, it's gorgeous. I can't be with someone I don't trust.
So what are you saying here?
Just need your signature, Olivia.
But where's your name? It's only my name on the agreement.
Because I'm buying this house in your name.
Kieran.
That's how much I trust you. That's my girl.
Yes, it's possible that Timothy picked up HIV from the bone materials implanted, but it's extremely unlikely. The chances are so slight as to be negligible.
Well, right now, there's no other explanation.
You've hardly had the time to exhaust all possibilities.
Since it's protocol, I presume you've notified the Ministry of Health on Timothy's case.
Yeah, I'm just about to.
Meaning they will launch an inquiry into this matter.
Yeah, which could take weeks or months. Meanwhile, how many other patients are still at risk? I think that we should stop using these grafts for now and make sure that other hospitals do the same thing.
That's a bit excessive.
No. Better to err on the side of caution. Would you get that underway, please?
Yeah. Ethan, he's a kid. A kid whose life was difficult enough without throwing HIV into the mix. Someone needs to be held accountable. And the first place I'm looking is the allograft supplier.
Nessus, yes?
But of course.
And we are shareholders, Ethan. If the allograft was contaminated, it's my career down the toilet and yours.
Nessus Bio is completely and utterly thorough with their screening. The kid got it some other way. He must have.
You can't be sure of that.
But I am. Nessus Bio is not to blame here. The inquiry will prove that. There's nothing to worry about.
For both our sakes, I hope you are right.
I thought we said 1 o'clock.
I'm sorry, Yvonne, I can't make lunch today.
You were the one that said I was working too hard, that you wanted to whisk me away.
Yeah, I know, and I stand by all that, but something's come up with Deborah.
Nothing serious, I hope.
Ah, she's just restless, giving a nurse a hard time. If I take her out for a while, she might calm down.
And give the nurse a break.
I'd hate for her to run screaming from the building. The nurse, that is, not Deborah. You do understand.
Of course. Well, you have a nice afternoon, and I'll let you whisk me away another day.
Well, how about this evening? How does another weekend at the Batch sound?
That sounds exactly what I need.
Thank you.
Does this mean?
It means that whenever you want to go for that coffee, I'm free, and I'm sorry for being so unapproachable lately.
Oh, forget it. Look, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, you know what I'm sorry for. I said so on the letter.
For not realising what you held in your hands, but now that you know, you'll hold it, me, not just with your hands, but with your heart, so close that no one or nothing can ever come between your heart and me. Your words were so beautiful, Hunter. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but they were so simple and sweet and straightforward.
Right. I mean, that's what I was aiming for. Can I just, good.
Something wrong?
No, I thought that I'd spelt soulmate wrong. You know, and it had been bugging me ever since, but, it's fine. It's fine.
It's perfect.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. That is perfect.
About time.
What's the problem?
I had a surgical case in October. Used an allograft from Nessus Bio to correct the spine of a 10-year-old boy with muscular dystrophy.
And?
And now the kid's been diagnosed with HIV.
Tough break. What? You need help picking out a fruit basket or something?
They think he got it through the allograft. So you can stop with the wisecracks and tell me, is there any chance you've harvested materials from a person with HIV?
Look, you know the drill. We check the cause of death and then we filter out the trash from
And then afterwards the materials go through a post-mortem bacteriology test. I know that part, but I'm asking if it's possible these processes were overlooked.
Are you saying I'm incompetent?
Is it possible?
No, I see the whole procedure through myself, okay? Trust me.
What I have been doing. And I tell you what, if I find out that trust has been misplaced, I won't even wait till you're dead before I start hacking up your body for parts.
As always, nice dealing with you, Ethan.
Haldane's Funeral Home. Mikhail speaking.
Mikhail, Ethan Pierce. I need all the original paperwork on materials supplied to Nessus Bio from Haldane's. It's urgent.
I completely understand. We are as concerned as the DHB is. When is the investigator due? Right. I'll get Libby to arrange access to all the records. And what we've got on Nessus. Thank you very much.
Morning, Squire. Ready to sign your life away?
Pardon?
My shares in Nessus Bar, remember? I give you these, give me a cheque, we shake on it, and it's a done deal. Like you said, this is a medicine man's game, and, well, property's more my thing. Libby and I just put in an offer on our first home.
I'm happy for you, Kieran, but I never said I would definitely buy your shares.
No, but you said you were very interested.
And now I am not. Sorry.
Why the sudden turnaround?
What turnaround? I expressed a slight interest. If you took that as a contract or a promise, then you're greener than I thought. Now, if you'll excuse me.
How's Cindy?
You know.
Not so good.
Well, it wasn't a full-term baby, but it wasn't as simple as a miscarriage.
It'll take some time, but knowing you two, you'll get through this and be able to try again.
No. That was our last shot at IVF.
I know Cindy thinks she's a bit old, but...
It's not just that. I don't think either of us could face it again. You know, we've had our hearts broken so many times before. With every miscarriage, every failed attempt at IVF.
What about adoption?
Well, the problem there is short supply, high demand. We'll be at the back of a very long queue. And we've done enough waiting. Praying, hoping. Way too much. It's just not going to happen for us.
Trent, I'm so sorry.
Hey, maybe some people are just not meant to be parents.
Before CEO or doctor, I am a parent. I appreciate how you must feel.
You have no idea. My boy came in here to make his life better.
Helen, we will work out what happened.
Maybe in 6 months. Until then, what do I tell my son? How do I explain this to him?
As you know, HIV isn't the death sentence it once was.
Oh, don't give me that.
I'm just saying medical science has moved on.
And it's manageable with drugs and treatment. More of what he's already had to put up with. Is that what I say to him? Is it? You're sicker now than you were before you went in, but don't worry, there's drugs for this new disease too, hun. As a parent, is that what you'd say to your child?
Ah, so your granny pulled through then?
Busy.
What did Haldane's henchman want?
Isn't it plain politeness to state one's own business before asking others?
I thought I'd managed to sell my shares in Nessus Bio to Callum this morning, but suddenly he's backing off.
You'll find another buyer.
Will I? Callum changed his mind in an awful hurry. Any idea why?
Dip in the stock market? Funds unavailable? I don't know.
What's going on, Ethan?
Look, mate, like I said, I'm busy. I don't have time for your inane questions.
No, you're rattled and so's Callum. Is there something going down with Nessus Bio?
Callum got cold feet playing a big boy's game, that's all.
And the visit from Lurch?
He was just running a little errand for me. Why don't you run along and look after your shady business and I'll look after mine?
Well, my guess is your business is turning a little pear-shaped.
Hi, Fraser.
You're going to hate me. I can't get cover for Debs this weekend.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I assumed that if the nurse couldn't, then Galen would, but...
No go. Never mind. But we can go away some other time. I suppose I can give Gerald his night off back now.
Not so fast. The nurse agreed to come back for an hour or two, so at least I can take you out for dinner.
That sounds lovely.
Pick you up at 7.
See you then.
He's had to cancel again.
Gerald, the man has a dependent. I'm going to have to get used to coming second.
And his dependent is still so young, Yvonne. You're going to have years and years of coming second.
I knew what I was signing up for. I'll just have to make the most of what time I do have with him.
Oh, one for me too, please.
Make your own.
Rude. What's your problem?
Can't write.
So that's why you can't make me a sandwich.
No, I can't make you a sandwich because if I did, it wouldn't be half as good as the one Gerald would make you.
Has this got something to do with your love letter? Didn't it go down well?
She didn't even get to read it because Gerald rewrote it.
And gave it to her?
Yes, and she loved it. So I'm sunk.
Why?
Because she likes his letter more than she likes my letter.
Yeah, but if she didn't even read your letter, how do you know she likes his more?
What he wrote was beautiful and simple and sweet.
And yours?
Over the top and sucky. I should have known she likes simple and sweet. Trust me to stuff it up. That dirty, rotten, I bet that was his game all along.
Wait, I'm confused. What is this game?
To show me up, to win her back.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
Is it? He talked me into writing a love letter. He offered to deliver it for me. Instead, he rewrites it and gives it to her. She loves it, of course. Guess what happens next? He tells her that he wrote it. She falls in love with him all over again, just as he planned.
Well, maybe he's just trying to help.
Help? Get lost, Sophie. He's been playing me from day one.
Please, feel free to steal my files. It's not like I need them.
There's a whole stack of forgeries here I know nothing about.
No, there's not.
Then this Carlson guy's one busy doctor.
Aren't you all?
I've tracked down which body the allograph came from. Geraldine Wilson, 59. Cause of death is listed as heart attack, but otherwise she was healthy.
Sounds about right.
Except when I checked your admittance records, there's no Geraldine Wilson to be found. So far, I've only found one admission that day. Says here it's a transient sex worker with no listed next of kin. No way.
I've got nothing against a 59-year-old going on the game.
A hooker? With HIV? Are you completely insane?
Look, there's post-mortem bacteriology tests, right? Yeah, and the liquid nitrogen, it sterilizes everything anyway.
It's not effective against all contaminants, you moron! I knew you were thick, but not
It's not as if you haven't forged the odd death certificate before, is it?
Of healthy bodies only. But you decided it was fine to use a sex worker's HIV-ridden bones for an allograft for a 10-year-old boy? Every one of these Carlson certificates is a forgery, yes?
It's not as if you didn't know what was going on. Sterling, we're up in the order this week.
Don't you try and
you
turn this around on me.
You forged death certificates. You harvest bodies without consent. And the Māori fella, eh? The cops are still sniffing around. I wanted to stop then, but no, you just had to crank things up. And what do you care about this kid? You don't. You're only packing it because you think we might get found out. Well, you'd better make sure that we're not. Morgan told me how much she loved the letter.
Which you loved, didn't you?
What?
Having Morgan go all gooey over your letter to try and show me up.
Why would I do that?
To get her back.
No.
You have hated the idea of me and Morgan from the very start.
Oh, I have not. Okay, maybe at the beginning. But now I am totally on the Hunter Morgan bandwagon. I think you guys were meant to be together. I was only trying to help.
Okay, but I'm not lying to Morgan. I'm going to give her my letter.
You can't.
Why not?
Look, because...
Hey,
when you are not with me, my world is a black rain cloud. Will you be my beautiful umbrella?
Yeah, okay, it's bad.
It is relationship suicide.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello, you. I was telling Gerald about the letter you gave me.
Oh.
Can you guess the bit I like best?
No.
Sorry, Gerald. I give you my heart, for it belongs to you. A life without your love is like...
A life without your love is like a life of indigestion.
Are you trying to be funny?
Morgan, I don't know what's in the rest of that line. Or the whole letter. Gerald wrote it.
You wrote it?
Well, no, look, I was only trying to
It was
help.
a misunderstanding.
And anyway, what he
sorry.
wrote was trash. It was a case
Gerald
of...
rewrote what I wanted to give you here.
No. How could you? I feel so stupid. Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
Save it.
Please don't tell me. You are. That's the third time today.
I'm sorry.
I've heard that 3 times today too.
I truly am. Deborah's not adjusting to a new carer. I don't want to leave her right now.
Well, you left her to visit me. That's okay, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not that simple.
Isn't it? You could have done it on the phone like last time.
I know, I thought I'd ask you for coffee.
So you can ring in 5 minutes and cancel again?
No, I thought you'd be free now.
Oh, okay, I'll just drop everything because it's convenient for you now, shall I?
Oh, come on, Yvonne.
No, please. Don't think about what suits me. Don't think about what I have to rearrange.
Look, I'm trying to do the right thing here.
And I'm trying to work. Gerald's been put out enough for one day. The least I can do is get through the paperwork.
Have some of this. It's yum. No thanks.
It's good to get out of the house, eh, hon?
Cindy, I was thinking about the adoption thing. I know it's difficult in New Zealand, but what about inter-country adoption?
Could be something to consider.
No. I don't care if it sounds selfish, but I wanted the whole deal. I wanted 9 months of watching that baby grow. I wanted our baby to be...
It's okay. It's okay.
We already loved her. We already knew her. We could already see our future with her, with our little girl. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
No, it's not. You two deserve to be parents more than anyone I've ever met. Why should you miss out?
Morgan?
When there are people out there who are perfectly capable of having a baby and they don't appreciate what a gift it is.
Anyway.
No, you see, there was something which flashed into my head this morning and then I dismissed it. Too crazy. But now it's like, why? Why is it crazy? I have an idea.
Go on, I deserve it.
Not at all.
Shouldn't you be at home with Deborah?
No, it's okay. She's asleep.
If you think you're still taking me out for dinner or coffee, I'm sorry, no can do.
It's not why I came.
Good. If you've got something to say, then you better get on with it, because she could wake up any moment.
No, she won't. The nurse and I gave her a sedative. She'll be out for a couple more hours yet.
Oh, Fraser, she must have been pretty bad.
No, I didn't want to, but we had to. For her sake. These past few weeks have been a little rough on her. Ever since I started seeing you.
Well, she knows that something's going on, and she's jealous.
Maybe.
But how, when she's not...
Herself? I don't know.
Just because she's not lucid doesn't mean that she's not aware that you're not there for her as much. It's because of me.
Look, this isn't your fault.
Part of it is. If I hadn't been there...
It was only a matter of time before it came to this.
Came to what?
Before it became too much. I've decided to put Deborah into full-time care.
Cheers.
Cheers. So...
It's been a while since we've done this.
Oh. I can't remember the last time.
OK, there's a hidden agenda.
I thought there might be.
I just wanted to see that you're OK after our chat last night.
Right, our chat.
You are OK, aren't you?
Yeah, of course, I'm fine.
It's not easy, the shall we break up talk.
Karen and I aren't going to break up. We're going to try and work things through.
OK, fair enough. He's obviously good enough to change your mind about leaving him. But is he good enough to change into the man that you need him to be?
Chris,
Helen, hi.
you've heard the news?
News?
About the Shortland Street patient who's been treated with an infected allograft?
I had no idea.
Something needs to be done. Whoever is responsible needs to be charged with criminal negligence.
You probably need to talk to Callum about this.
He's no good.
He's the CEO, not me, and here is probably not the best place.
No one else is listening.
The DHB will be investigating, surely. We need to leave it to them.
I can't leave it.
Helen, you know the drill.
I can't leave it. I won't. It's my boy who's been infected. My poor, sick boy now has HIV, and no one is doing a damn thing about it.
Just a sec, wait right here. About before, I'm so sorry. The last thing I ever wanted to do was hurt you.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
I'm forgiven?
I'd like a glass of champagne, please.
Why? Is there something to celebrate?
Yes.
What is it?
I've just realised what makes me happiest in life. Who the people are that I care about the most and what...
Yeah, it's so easy to lose your way and not see the wood for the trees, eh?
Yes.
Morgan, I'm not going to let you down again. I'm going to be everything that you want, okay? The best boyfriend ever.
No, stop. I don't want to get back together.
But you just said...
It's not all about you, you know.
I thought what makes you happy is the people in your life.
What makes me happy in life is helping people. And I've been given a chance to give the greatest gift of all.
Which is?
A child. I'm having one for Cindy and Trent. This will be my last drink before I give them a baby. Cheers.
Not you again. Get out of here. Get out.
Destroying the evidence, are you?
No, I'm not.
That kid who got HIV for a dodgy bone graft. That's your fault.
It's not.
As a directive of Nestor's bio, it is.
Is that all you came to tell me?
No, I came to tell you I want out.
I already know that.
And I want you to buy back my shares.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Or else I go to the police and tell them everything.
First of all, there's no proof it was the other graft. Second, you'd be a fool not to hold on to those shares. They're about to return you a massive profit.
I don't care, Ethan. I want nothing more to do with this. It's evil, it's immoral, and it's just plain wrong.
That's a bit rich coming from you.
I don't go around giving people HIV. I'm not a doctor who makes sick people sicker. Now you will buy back my shares.
Or you'll squeal to the cops. Do I really have to remind you that if you do that, I'll squeal about you on the whitetails?
Maybe it's worth it.
You think? Be a bit tricky for Libby to come visit you in jail, because I won't be here, mate. They'll deport you for sure.
You think this is over? It's not. You're a dead man, Pierce.
What's going on?
No, sorry, it feels wrong.
Yvonne, I wasn't seeking your opinion. I was just letting you know she should have been in secure care some time ago.
And today sealed it. Deborah rather got in the way of you doing what you want. And your decision has a lot to do with me, doesn't it?
Oh, good. I found you.
Sorry, Libby, we're right in the
I
middle...
can't wait. I need to speak to you now, alone.
Libby, there's no need to
It's
be...
okay. I'll take myself off for a bit.
That was so rude.
I don't care.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I was just having a drink with Chris across the road and Helen Carson came in really upset because her little boy has... you need to get some tests done as soon as possible.
What tests?
There's a possibility that you have HIV.